Hey everyone, Antonius Samir here, and we've got a lot to cover today. From a major political shakeup in Europe to a potential breakthrough in cancer research, we're going to break down the biggest stories impacting your world right now. We'll keep it quick, we'll keep it clear, and we'll make sure you're fully up to speed. So buckle up because we're diving right in. A massive corruption scandal has erupted in Brussels, shaking the European Union to its core. Several high-ranking officials, including members of the European Parliament, are facing allegations of bribery and influence peddling. Authorities are investigating claims that these officials accepted large sums of money and lavish gifts in exchange for promoting the interests of a foreign government. The scandal has sparked outrage across Europe, with calls for swift justice and increased transparency within the EU's institutions. Prosecutors are remaining tight-lipped about the specifics of the case, but sources suggest the investigation could widen in the coming days. This scandal comes at a delicate time for the European Union, which is already grappling with the ongoing war in Ukraine and a looming energy crisis. The allegations, if proven true, could have a devastating impact on the EU's credibility and its ability to function effectively. Many fear this scandal could erode public trust in the EU and fuel anti-establishment sentiment across the continent. The European Commission has vowed to take swift action if the allegations are proven true, but it remains to be seen how this scandal will ultimately play out. One thing is certain, the fallout from this scandal will be felt for months, if not years, to come. This is a developing story, and we'll continue to follow it closely. Wall Street celebrated today as the latest inflation data came in lower than expected, signaling a potential easing of the Federal Reserve's aggressive interest rate hikes. This unexpected turn of events has brought a wave of optimism across the financial markets, with traders and investors expressing renewed confidence in the economic outlook. The Consumer Price Index, a key measure of inflation, rose by a modest 0.2% in November, which is significantly lower than the previous month's increases. This slight uptick suggests that the inflationary pressures that have been plaguing the economy might be starting to ease, fueling hopes that the Fed's efforts to combat inflation are finally starting to take hold. The central bank has been under immense pressure to balance the need to control inflation without stifling economic growth, and this data provides a glimmer of hope that their strategy might be working. The Dow Jones Industrial Average surged over 500 points, marking one of its best days in recent months. This rally reflects the market's positive sentiment and the belief that the worst of the inflation crisis might be behind us. While the tech-heavy Nasdaq Composite saw gains exceeding 3%, tech stocks, which have been particularly sensitive to interest rate changes, led the charge as investors bet on a more favorable economic environment. Investors cheered the news, interpreting it as a sign that the Fed might soon pivot away from its aggressive monetary tightening policy. The market's reaction underscores the high level of anticipation and the potential for significant shifts in investment strategies. However, some analysts caution that it's still too early to declare victory over inflation, as the economic landscape remains complex and uncertain. They warn that 1 month of data is not enough to confirm a trend, as core inflation, which excludes volatile food and energy prices, remains stubbornly high. This persistent core inflation indicates that underlying price pressures are still present and could pose challenges in the months ahead. The Federal Reserve is expected to announce its latest interest rate decision tomorrow, and this announcement will be closely watched by market participants. The decision will provide further insight into the Fed's assessment of the inflation situation and its future policy direction. And all eyes will be on Fed Chair Jerome Powell's press conference for clues about the central bank's future policy path. Powell's statements will be scrutinized for any hints of a shift in the Fed's approach to managing inflation and supporting economic growth. Despite the positive inflation data, many economists believe the Fed will continue to raise interest rates, albeit at a slower pace, until there is clear evidence that inflation is on a sustained downward trajectory. This cautious approach reflects the ongoing uncertainty and the need for a balanced strategy, albeit at a slower pace until there is clear evidence that inflation is on a sustained downward trajectory. The Fed's gradual approach aims to avoid triggering a recession while ensuring that inflation is firmly under control. The stock market's reaction to the inflation report underscores the high stakes surrounding the Fed's every move, as investors anxiously await any signs of a potential policy shift. The market's sensitivity to inflation data highlights the interconnectedness of economic indicators and financial market performance, as investors anxiously await any signs of a potential policy shift. The anticipation is palpable, with market participants closely monitoring every piece of economic data and Fed communication for clues about the future. The coming months will be crucial in determining whether the U.S. economy can achieve a soft landing, or if a recession is inevitable. The balance between controlling inflation and sustaining economic growth will be the central focus of policymakers and market watchers alike. Chapter 3. Groundbreaking cancer treatment shows promise. In a major medical breakthrough, researchers at the University of Pennsylvania have developed a revolutionary new cancer treatment that has shown remarkable results in clinical trials. This innovative approach is being hailed as a potential game-changer in the field of oncology, offering new avenues for treatment where traditional methods have often fallen short. The treatment, known as CAR T-cell therapy, involves genetically modifying a patient's own immune cells to target and destroy cancer cells more effectively. By reprogramming these T-cells, scientists can create a powerful army within the patient's body, specifically designed to seek out and eliminate cancerous cells. In a small study involving patients with advanced leukemia, the therapy induced complete remission in over 80% of participants, offering renewed hope for those battling this deadly disease. These results are particularly encouraging for patients who have exhausted other treatment options and faced bleak prognoses. Unlike traditional chemotherapy and radiation, which can have debilitating side effects, CAR T-cell therapy harnesses the body's own immune system to fight cancer, potentially leading to fewer side effects and more durable remissions. This means patients can maintain a better quality of life during and after treatment, which is a significant advantage. While the therapy is still in its early stages of development and further research is needed, the initial results have generated immense excitement within the medical community. Researchers are optimistic about the potential applications of this therapy beyond leukemia, envisioning a future where it could be used to treat a variety of cancers. Experts believe that CAR T-cell therapy has the potential to revolutionize cancer treatment and offer new hope to millions of patients worldwide. The therapy's ability to provide a more personalized and targeted approach to cancer treatment is seen as a significant advancement in the ongoing battle against this complex disease. The next phase of clinical trials will focus on testing the therapy's effectiveness against a wider range of cancers, including solid tumors. Researchers are eager to explore how CAR T-cell therapy can be adapted and optimized for different types of cancer, potentially broadening its impact. If successful, CAR T-cell therapy could represent a paradigm shift in cancer treatment, offering a more targeted and less toxic approach to fighting this devastating disease. This could lead to a new era in oncology, where treatments are not only more effective but also less harmful to patients. This groundbreaking research underscores the incredible progress being made in the fight against cancer and offers a beacon of hope to patients and their families. As scientists continue to push the boundaries of medical science, the future looks brighter for those affected by cancer, with the promise of more effective and compassionate treatments on the horizon. Chapter 4. AI Chatbot Revolutionizes Online Communication. The tech world is buzzing about a revolutionary new artificial intelligence chatbot that's transforming the way we interact online. Developed by a team of engineers at Google, the chatbot, known as LaMDA, can engage in remarkably human-like conversations, understanding complex language and responding in a nuanced and informative way. Unlike previous chatbots, which often struggled with natural language processing and produced stilted responses, LaMDA can seamlessly switch between different topics, answer open-ended questions, and even generate creative text formats such as poems and scripts. Experts believe that LaMDA represents a major leap forward in artificial intelligence, with the potential to revolutionize a wide range of industries from customer service and education to entertainment and healthcare. Imagine having a virtual assistant that can not only schedule your appointments and answer your emails, but also provide personalized recommendations and engage in meaningful conversations. While LaMDA is still under development, Google has begun rolling out limited access to the chatbot through its AI test kitchen, allowing users to experience its capabilities firsthand. The early feedback has been overwhelmingly positive, with many users expressing amazement at LaMDA's ability to understand and respond to their queries in a natural and engaging way. As AI technology continues to advance at a rapid pace, chatbots like LaMDA are poised to play an increasingly important role in our lives, transforming the way we communicate and interact with the digital world. Chapter 5. Unbelievable upset rocks the World Cup. The soccer world is in shock after Saudi Arabia pulled off one of the biggest upsets in World Cup history, defeating tournament favorites Argentina in a thrilling match that had fans on the edge of their seats. This unexpected victory has not only stunned the football community, but also ignited a wave of excitement and disbelief among fans worldwide. The Saudis, ranked 51st in the world, entered the match as heavy underdogs against Lionel Messi and his star-studded Argentine teammates. With a squad full of relatively unknown players on the global stage, few gave them a chance against the South American giants. However, the Green Falcons, as they're known, played with incredible heart and determination, stunning the two-time World Cup champions with a relentless attacking display. Their tactical discipline and sheer willpower were evident from the first whistle, as they matched Argentina's intensity and skill. After falling behind early in the first half, Saudi Arabia roared back with 2 quick goals in the second half, sending shockwaves through the stadium and across the globe. The goals were a result of precise teamwork and clinical finishing, showcasing the talent and potential within the Saudi squad. The Argentine players, visibly stunned by the Saudis' resilience, threw everything they had at their opponents in a desperate attempt to salvage a draw. Despite their best efforts, the Argentine attack was repeatedly thwarted by a resolute Saudi defense and an inspired goalkeeper. But the Saudi defense held firm, repelling wave after wave of Argentine attacks and securing a historic victory that will be etched in World Cup lore for years to come. This match will be remembered as a classic David versus Goliath story, where the underdog triumphed against all odds. The upset sent shockwaves through the tournament, throwing Group C wide open and raising questions about Argentina's ability to live up to their pre-tournament hype. This unexpected result has added a new layer of intrigue and excitement to the group stage, as teams reassess their strategies and expectations. For Saudi Arabia, the victory was a moment of national pride, a testament to the team's hard work, dedication, and unwavering belief. The celebrations that followed were a reflection of the joy and unity that this historic win brought to the nation. The Green Falcons will now look to build on their momentum as they face Mexico and Poland in their remaining group stage matches. With renewed confidence and the support of their fans, Saudi Arabia aims to continue their remarkable World Cup journey and make even more history. So there you have it, the top news stories impacting your world today. From political scandals to medical breakthroughs, from economic updates to technological advancements, we've covered it all. Remember, staying informed is crucial in today's fast-paced world. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel for daily news updates, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a beat. And be sure to tune in tomorrow, where we'll delve into a developing story about a potential cyber attack that could have major implications for global security. Until then, stay informed, stay engaged, and stay curious.